Hey Leo, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a two-part series. So we're breaking it down into you, and part two will be about you and somebody else. Okay, so the first part here is about you. So we're going to use these astrology cards to see what's going on with you. Okay. We're going to see with this deck here how you're feeling about what's going on with you. There we go. And then we have the tarot to see what your situation is surrounding right there. And then let's take a look at what you're manifesting. Any details and guidance. So this is for Leo. All right, so let's see, what do we have here? So we have the second house. All right, you might want to see what sign shows up in your second house. Okay, as you can see here, we have the number 2, of course, and this is around assets. This is around maybe your finances, your possessions, the material world in some way. Might be around luxury in some way. Okay, so, but the number 2 can also indicate that this is between you and somebody else. Okay, it can be about partnerships, assets when it comes to partnerships. So how is it that you're feeling about this card here? All right, we have faith. I love that card. So, you know, it feels like there might be something going on around your assets, your material wealth. The fact that the faith card is coming up here says to me that you might have recently gone through something. You might be around people that are going through something with respect to their assets, their material, their material wealth. You know, and sometimes when people turn to faith, it's because they feel like they've exhausted a lot of options. Okay, you might feel like you're at a point where you're kind of giving it to the universe. Let's see, what do we have here around the situation? 8 of Swords. Yeah, you feel stuck in some type of situation, and you might be identifying with this situation right now. Okay, you might not see a way out of it. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to these 2 cards here. You might feel like the walls are caving in on you a little bit. It's not a fun place to be. And I will tell you, if this is your story in some way, or you're around somebody that might be going through this and it's affecting you, it's definitely not a fun thing to go through. But I also feel like it's not a bad thing to go through, okay? Because you will come out on the other side of it, whatever it is, and you will be better for it. These types of situations don't happen to us, they happen for us. And I wholeheartedly believe that because I've experienced a similar situation myself, okay? And it doesn't feel good while it's happening, but it does kind of make you live a little bit on the edge. So what is it that you're manifesting here? Look at that, 6 of Wands. That's what we're talking about here. 6 of Wands is victory, right? I feel like this is about, for you especially, Leo, this is probably something that you are keeping. You might be keeping it secret. You might be feeling like it's affecting other aspects of your life, and it may be, okay? I feel like you might be embarrassed about this. You might feel like you've failed, but this is a card of victory. This says that whatever this is, whatever it is that you're going through, it is making you stronger. All right? It is making you stronger. And, you know, the Six of Wands is, yeah, it's a card of victory, but it can be a card of internal victory, okay? Or it can be a card of external victory. I feel like this is about internal victory for you, because I feel like there's something around you externally that is like you're worried about your reputation in some way. And that belief, you know, that this is affecting or hurting your reputation, that I feel like is what you have to let go of. Okay, that is what is keeping you stuck. I feel like the faith is good. Keeping the faith is absolutely good. But this Eight of Swords says, you know, I might be ready to give up, and you shouldn't, because you are absolutely manifesting something very positive here for yourself out of this situation. My nose is itching like crazy, so what I'm saying is probably resonating for some of you. Details, death. So it's like this might have been something that you were fighting for a long time, okay? And now is the time of change and transformation. Now is the time to let something go. You know, whatever it is, you know, it might be a home, it might be a particular job, a situation that has kept you feeling trapped for a very long time. You know, when you absolutely felt like this wasn't right for you, this situation hasn't been right for you, you might have turned your back on this situation, you might have ignored the situation for a while, and you might be saying, well, I made it worse by ignoring it. So what? Really, so what? Okay? No one else has to know that. And I feel like it's something that you really need to forgive yourself for. You know, these situations can be really difficult. And more people go through them than you know. And a lot of people suffer this type of situation alone. And it's a shame, because there's a lot of support out there if you allow it. What is the guidance here? Five of Cups. You know, the Five of Cups, you know, is always about, it's about two things here, okay? It's about accepting a particular loss. That might be what you're fighting. You might be fighting losing something, you know, especially if it's material goods in some way. You can always get material goods back. You can, no matter what your situation. You might believe that you can't, but you can. You did it once, you did it twice, you can do it again. You know, and part of the fun in life is the journey, is, well, you know, how do I reinvent my life? The guidance is accepting the loss, because the Two of Cups behind you, you know, these two cups here, you know, this is, there's something that you love that's right on your tail because of this situation, because of this transformation that you're going through. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's look at the Eight of Swords. Let's look at the assets here. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups are about your dreams. Your dreams haven't died because something else in your life right now needs to go. And the more stuff that you actually let go of in your life, the more you feel a sense of freedom. Ultimately, the more you're going to feel a sense of freedom. Things that weigh you down, You know, everybody strives for home ownership. But when you really look at it, that's one of the things that can hold you down. Maybe, and I feel like for some of you, this is about that. It's about losing a home, or it's about losing something that you feel like is of great value to you in some way. And it could be a person, okay? It very well could be a person that you've lost, with Death card and 5 of Cups here. 8 of Swords, you might be wrapped up in grief. Let's see, what do we have here? 7 of Wands. Okay. Your dreams still exist. Your dreams don't go away because of a period of loss. They don't. And when you keep your dreams in your heart, you are still manifesting. That's why 6 of Wands is here, that you're still manifesting a victory that maybe you just can't see yet. 7 of Wands is, I almost feel like this is defending, you feel like you need to defend the situation that you're in versus accept it. You're still defending, you're still fighting it. When it feels like what might really need to happen here is surrendering to it and allowing it, because I feel like there's been resistance, a lot of fighting it for a long time. Let's look at the victory here. Tower. So, Tower is about unexpected change. And it's, you know, unwelcome, okay? Whatever this situation is, it's definitely unwelcome. But the Tower says, you know what? Because you've been fighting something, because you've been resisting it, the universe comes in and takes care of it for you. And this is actually a step to this 6 of Wands victory, right? So it's something to welcome. It really is. Even though it might not feel good in the moment, when you look back on it, you'll see why it was important to go through. Death. 4 of Cups. For some of you, this was possibly the death of a person. You might have lost somebody. You might have lost somebody in your family unexpectedly, or you know, you might have lost a job. Something fell apart, and it really is just a step towards something better, something that you still dream about, that is still possible. But for some of you, I feel like you're going through a lot, and you have turned to faith, which is a good thing. It's a good thing, because that's the surrender that's needed, right? You can't have fear and faith at the same time. So this is probably something that you really worried about for a long time. Now it might be, you might be in the midst of it. And what else you will find out when you're in the midst of it is, you know what? My day-to-day life isn't changing all that much. Sure, something is going on, or something happened that I didn't want to happen, or made my life a little more challenging. But your day-to-day life hasn't changed all that much if you really, really look at it. You know, and that's the universe telling you, you know what, you're going to be okay no matter what. Okay? So it's about surrendering to the universe. You're still fighting it a little bit. You are. You're still fighting it. 5 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. All right. So we have a couple of 6s here, right? You know, 5s and 6s. You know, 5s are about chaos and change. And I feel like that has probably, something has just happened. We've got a 5 of Cups here and the Tower here. Something has just recently happened, all right? And then we have 2 6s here, and then we have 2 7s. Sixes are, you know, it's like you have a choice now. Sixes are about choice. Sixes are about love. You know, you have a choice to accept something. You have a choice to just love. You have a choice of how you treat yourself. You have a choice of how you treat others. And, you know, you can be in the energy of love right now, or you can be in the energy of, you know, disgust or hatred or anger or fear. The universe is telling you how you respond to this is much more important than what is actually happening. And it's true. And that's why your day-to-day existence will not change all that much. And even if it does temporarily, on the other side of it, you will be stronger. You will be better. You will be better for it. These things happen for us, not to us. So let's get some guidance cards here. Whoops. We have perfect timing. So the universe doesn't make mistakes with timing. So this is happening right now, or it just happened for a reason. Perfect timing. And then what do we have here? Wow, look at this. Forgiveness. And I immediately feel like this is about forgiving yourself. Something went wrong in your life. Somebody might have went wrong in your life, or somebody might have left your life. Whether it was through a breakup, whether it was through a death. I feel like it could be either for some of you. It's about forgiving yourself, and it might be about forgiving somebody else as well. But something needed to go. It might have been somebody's destiny. It might have been somebody's time to go. Or it might have been, you know, a particular time in your life to give something up. And it was the perfect time. It was supposed to happen the way that it did. There wasn't anything that you should have, could have done differently. It was supposed to happen. Okay? So there's no point, you know, in being in this energy, feeling trapped in your head, feeling trapped and telling yourself you shoulda, coulda, woulda. You don't need to do that. It's just about forgiving yourself. Okay? All right, Leo. So I will see you back for part 2. And we'll talk about whoever this other person is in your life. Maybe it's somebody completely different than what we're talking about here. We might be tapping into a different Leo collective for part 2, but we'll see. Okay? So, and just so you know, I feel like if you did experience somebody passing on, this is something that's already happened, all right? It's not something that is going to happen, all right? I feel like that's important to know, all right? But for the majority of you, you know, this is about some type of material situation that was very unexpected for you. At least where you're at right now, the outcome was unexpected. It's bringing a lot of change in your life, and it's bringing transformation, and it is a good thing ultimately. It's right now, it's your choice how you look at the situation. And you'll feel better if you choose the route of love and forgiveness and compassion for yourself. Sometimes that's hard for Leo to do. But that is what this is calling for, I feel. Okay? All right, Leo, so that is what I have for you. I will see you back for part 2. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.